Hey, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going into the part of the YUUZAHN conflict called the Battle of ITHOR. But before we begin, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, linked in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, let's jump straight into it. Before the battle, the population of ITHOR had been evacuated to Mon Calamari by request of Admiral Traced Crayfay, and much to Chief of State Borsk dismay. Imperial Admiral Glad Paleon took command of the New Republic and Imperial Remnant forces. Soon, YUUZAHN forces arrived in system above ITHOR, led by the Legacy of Torment. Rogue Squadron engaged Coral Skippers and started destroying Yorick Vex. Anna Capstan, Jaina Solo's wingmate, was killed in a dogfight, causing Jaina to feel great sadness. Standard tactics for dealing with Coral Skippers were weak lasers were shot at fighters to overload the Dovin basal-generated voids, then killing the ship with a stronger shot proved ineffective against larger capital ships. The Dovin basals on the larger vessels devoted less energy to maneuvering and more to shielding, resulting in a stronger defense. Meanwhile, on the surface of ITHOR, the Yorick Trema landed their troops inside the Tafanda Bay, an Ithorian herd ship. The Jedi engaged the YUUZAHN warriors and the Chazrak slaves. In the fight, Worth Skitter's arm was fractured by an ymca staff. Datacards was bitten by an ymca staff as well, Anakin Solo wielding his lightsaber along with her own to defend her, but she eventually succumbed to the venom and became one with the Force. Elsewhere, YUUZAHN commander Shado Shai led his warriors against a building defended by turrets and housed by droids. Little did he know, the building was a trap, an explosion set to go off when a specific computer console was destroyed. Because of the VONG's hatred of technology, the terminal was destroyed, and most of the warriors were killed in the resulting blast, though Shai himself escaped. Afterwards, the Jedi ambushed the YUUZAHN Commander Center and defeated the forces there. Finding a Villip, Corran Horn managed to contact Shai and make a proposition. They would duel in 1 week on a plateau. If Shai won, he would receive the bones of his ancestor who died on Bimil, but if Horn won, ITHOR would be safe. Shai agreed, and a temporary ceasefire was enacted. Horn and Shai met on a plateau with Jedi Master Luke Skywalker and Shai's subordinate, Dan Leon, observing. The duel was long and fierce, with Shai landing a deadly blow through Horn's guts. While Horn recovered from the blow, Shai fulfilled a promise to himself and tasted the Jedi's blood. Horn taunted Shai, provoking him into launching a rage-fueled attack. When Shai attempted to slay Horn by pushing the Jedi's own lightsaber into his face, Horn deactivated the blade, causing Shai to stumble. Horn reactivated the weapon through Shai's stomach, ending the commander's life. Unfortunately, this did not save ITHOR, for Dine Lan, acting under orders from War Master Tzong La, launched a devastating bioweapon at the planet. The bioweapon was carried by 12 seed-shaped Yorick coral pods. Upon arriving in the atmosphere, these pods exploded, creating an enormous cloud that began spreading through the jungle, which was held sacred by the Ithorians. As they expanded, the bacteria destroyed the native life. This later became blamed on Corran Horn, who was known across the HoloNet as the man who killed ITHOR. When the YUUZAHN forces attempted to retreat, the Karuska Rainbow, an interdictor cruiser, came out of hyperspace beside the planet and activated its gravity well generators, pulling the Legacy of Torment towards the planet. The capital ship analogs, Dovin basals, focused all their energy on moving the ship away from the planet. As a result, they could not form any voids to defend the vessel. The assembled New Republic and Imperial Remnant forces, using telemetry provided by the Karuska Rainbow, unleashed a barrage of hundreds of concussion missiles and proton torpedoes at the Legacy of Torment, breaking the ship into 3 pieces and killing Dan Leon. The rest of the VONG forces retreated, while the capital ship fragments were pulled by the planet's gravity and collided with the surface of ITHOR, igniting the atmosphere and creating a planet-wide inferno that destroyed any life that lingered on the devastated world. As a result of the negative publicity surrounding the Jedi, Corran Horn asked to be expelled from the Jedi, which was met with understanding but disappointment. Corran went to Corellia to ponder about the dark side, which he skirted across when he avenged Elos Akla's death. Though of little strategic value, ITHOR was a major psychological loss to the New Republic, and the publicity aided Chief of State Borsk in his attempt to gain some control over the Jedi Order. When Shimra Jamain, the Supreme Overlord of the YUUZAHN VONG, learned of the Jedi's disgrace, he was delighted, and ordered the YUUZAHN VONG to discredit the Jedi further. Admiral Paleon was forced to withdraw the Imperial Navy back to Imperial space to prevent the populace and the Moffs from revolting. But most importantly, the threat of the YUUZAHN VONG could no longer be denied. So what do you guys think of the Battle of ITHOR? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.